Hello everyone, can you hear me? Is it clear? Please check your device. Okay, that lasted 2 minutes. Yes. Hello, Linda. Okay. Let's wait for another 2 minutes. And everyone, again, you can have your class material, okay? And also you can have your pencil and the scratch paper ready. Today, the topic is about the number theory. It is a bit challenging. Okay, we're ready to start. Okay. And everyone, if you're already here, please just input number 1 in the chat box, okay? If you're already here, just input number 1 in the chat box. Okay, now let's start. A challenging module, number theory. So when it comes to number theory, the most important thing and the most basic concepts are even and odd numbers. I think this part is quite easy for you, right? So what are even numbers and what are odd numbers? Let's have a look. Just according to the pictures here, we can count the number of socks. And you will find that when we circle these socks, when we circle in pairs, if there is nothing left, it is an even number. And if there is 1 left, it is an odd number. And here, Teacher Apple want to emphasize the first key point. Now, everyone, you see, in the first row, how many socks are there? We have 8 in total, right? And what about in the second row? In the second row, we have 9. 8 and 9. They are 2 consecutive whole numbers. So you see, when there are 2 adjacent consecutive whole numbers, one must be even number and the other one must be odd number. What is the difference between them? The difference is always 1. So now, according to this key point, what questions can we solve? Let's have a look. This is the question in 2022 paper. Derek listed down all whole numbers from 1 to 40. Okay, here everyone pay attention to the range 1 to 40. Lisa selects all odd numbers and adds them up. Aisha selects all the even numbers and adds them up. So what is the difference between Aisha's and Lisa's sums? Okay, again, 1 minute for you, everyone. Please check your answer. Think about it. What is the difference between their sums? Any idea? Okay, 30 more seconds. I see different answers, okay? The last 10 seconds. Okay, now everyone, please take notes. I know that some students may list all the whole numbers here, just like Derek, right? But actually here, we don't need to list all of them. Maybe we just list the numbers from 1 to 10. And here, everyone, you see, for every two adjacent whole numbers, like 2 and 1, 4 and 3, 6 and 5, one even number, one odd number, and the difference between them is always 1. So the total difference from 1 to 10, actually, you see, we have 5 ones here. So the total difference is 5, right? But the question tells us, what is the total range? That is from 1 to 40. So in this way, actually, you see, for this group, you will see it repeats 4 times. For one group, the difference is 5. And then 5, 5, 5, 5. So what is the total difference? The total difference should be 20. In this way, we get the answer should be B. Understand? Oh, no, it is not 40 odd. It should be 20 odd, okay? Because in total, there are 40 numbers. You need to divide them into 2 equal groups. One of them are even number. One of them are odd numbers. Okay, so this is the first one. And then move on to the second key point. Actually, you can see, I think this one is very easy for you. I find that even numbers always end with, could you please tell me what are the last digits of an even number? What is the last digit? The last digit. Yeah, you can just check that from the table, right? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then move on, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And then move on, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So you can see that the last digit of an even number is always 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0. And also, what about the last digit of an odd number? That is 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, right? Okay, and here, Teacher Apple want to mention one more key point. That is, sometimes the question just to tell you, okay, the number is an even number. So actually, in other words, that is, the number is a multiple of 2, okay? So following this, let's have a look. There is an example. What 2-digit even number can you make? Okay, think about it. This is very easy. So firstly, what should we do? We need to start from 2 digits. If a number has 2 digits, so actually we can get it has tens place and ones place. And after that, you see, we only have digit 2 and digit 3. Can we put digit 3 in ones place? Yes or no? Yes, cannot, right? Because we already know that for the even number, the last digit can only be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. In this way, you see, we need to start from ones place. So the only answer should be 32, right? You can only put 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 in the ones place. Super easy, right? Okay. And following this, move on to our second key point. This is about the common multiples and factors. So firstly, we need to clarify the definitions. What is the meaning of factor and what is the meaning of multiple? So for factors, factors are numbers that can divide another number, leaving behind no remainder. What is the meaning of remainder? That is, there is no leftover. And also, what about multiples? Multiples are products of a number with another quantity. So for example, here, in the equation, 15 equals to 3 times 5. We can just say 15 is the multiple of 3. Or 15 is the multiple of 5. And also think backwards. That is, number 3 and number 5 are factors of 15. Clear? So this is about the relation between multiples and the factors. So again, let's move on to a question. From 1 to 30, how many numbers are divisible by both 3 and 5? Okay, so maybe everyone, you can have a try first. Read the question carefully. Divisible by both 3 and 5. You need to find the repeated numbers. Try it. Again, I give you 1 minute. Yes, I see some of you already figured out. Actually, the question is asking you, what are common multiples of 3 and 5, right? Only one? Think about it. 8? Okay. Here, let's have a look. Firstly, how can we figure out multiples? For the multiples, that is, we need to start to multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe in this question, let's start from multiples of 3. Okay, how can we figure out the multiples of 3? That is 3 times 1 equals to 3. 3 times 2 equals to 6. 3 times 3 equals to 9. 3 times 4 equals to 12. And then move on. Do remember, we need to start to multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So in this way, you see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 multiples of 3 within 30. And also, what about the multiples of 5? Again, 5 times 1 equals to 5. 5 times 2 equals to 10. And then move on. 15, 20, 25, 30, right? So now everyone, pay attention to the repeated ones. Can you find them? Yes, we have a 50. But do we only have a 50? Open your eyes. Can you find the other one? Can you find the other one? Yes, we also have 30. Okay, don't forget the last one. And here, everyone, you can see that what is the first number that is divisible by both 3 and 5? It is 15, right? How do we get 15? 3 times 5 equals to 15. So in other words, we can say 15 is the smallest common multiple of 3 and 5. 15 is the least common multiple of 3 and 5 because it is the first number that is divisible by both 3 and 5. Understand? Okay. So following this, let's try more. Okay. This is a competition question. Look, it is question 9 from 2019 paper. How many numbers are there from 1 to 100 are multiples of 4 and 5 at the same time? Can you try it by yourself? Just apply the same method. Find the multiples of 4 repeated ones. Yes, you can try to list some out. Five. Okay. About the others, do you have any different answer? B. Okay. 20. 2. Okay. So now let's move on. Firstly, can you try to figure out all the multiples of 4? Look, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, move on, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, and move on, 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, right? Okay, until 100. And also you can figure out multiples of 5. That is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, right? So after that, you see, we only need to count how many numbers are repeated. So now you see the first one should be 20, and then 40, and then 60, and then 80, and the last one, 100. So now you see in total, how many multiples are there? Actually, that is 5. Okay, 5 numbers are multiples of 4 and 5 at the same time. But here, actually, Teacher Apple want to share an easier way with you. Now, look, actually, you don't need to count one by one. you can see that what is the smallest common multiple of 4 and 5? So you see 20, right? 20 is the smallest one, smallest number that is a multiple of both 4 and 5. So after that, as long as there are 20 more numbers, there is one more number that is a multiple of both 4 and 5. So after that, another 20, another one, another 20, another one, another 20, another one. In this way, also we can get in total, there are 5 numbers. Understand? Try to find some easier way, that is you divide them into different groups. Okay, so follow the groups, it will be much easier. Okay, so this is about the common multiples. And after that, let's try a question about the common factors. Let's read the question. Teacher Apple has 2 sausages of length 8 centimeter and 12 centimeter. She cuts each sausages into shorter pieces of equal length. Every shorter piece from both sausages is of the same length. What is the greatest length of each shorter piece? Do you have any idea? This question is a bit long, right? So firstly, you need to read it carefully and try to understand what is the question asking you. Four? Okay. How about the others? One, four. Okay. Now let's have a look. What is the question asking you? So now we try to divide these 2 sausages into some shorter pieces, right? And you need to make sure that each piece has the same length. So now let's have a look. How can we figure out the factors of a number? That is, maybe you try to list out all factors of numbers given starting from 1, and then we try to find the common ones. For example, at least if Teacher Apple has so many friends, I can cut sausages into some very, very short pieces, right? So in this way, maybe for 1 piece, it is only 1 centimeter long. So can you try to figure out the length that is a bit longer? Let's have a look. What is the common factor of 8 and 12? So firstly, let's have a look. We start from 1. So how many 1 are there within 8? We have 8 ones. Can you turn that into a bit longer part? That is 2. How many 2 are there? Look, 4 times 2 equals to 8, right? So we have 2, 2, 2, 2, that is 8 as well. And can you find it a bit longer? Again, we can try to combine the 2 part. So that is 4 and 4. Any other way? No, right? Okay, and following this, let's have a look. How can we divide the 12 centimeter into some shorter pieces? Again, we start from 1. How many 1 are there? Of course, we have a 12 1 centimeter. And any other ways to divide that into some shorter pieces? Yes, we can divide that into 6 2 centimeter piece. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. We know that 6 times 2 equals to 12 as well. And after that, any other way, again, we have 3. 4 times 3 equals to 12. And also 3 times 4 equals to 12. And after that, everyone, do not forget, we also have 6 plus 6. That is 2 times 6 equals to 12. Okay, after you listed out all the factors and then you try to find the common ones. Look, we have 1, 1. And then we have 2, 2. And then we have 4 and 4. Though you see, number 6 is the biggest one, but actually for 8 centimeter here, can you find the 6, 6? No. So back to the question, what is the greatest length of each shorter piece? You see, the answer should be 4. Understand now? Yes, it should be 4. Okay, So this is about the common factor. Again, how can we figure out all common factors? List out all factors of numbers given, starting from 1. And then after you list out all of them, you can try to find the common ones. And also in the future, you will learn an easier method, that is the ladder method. Okay, now move on to our last part. It is about the place value. So again, an example for you. Look, 4, 7, 8. You see, though the number 4, it is very small, right? But since it is in the hundreds place, actually it is not refers to 4 single cubes. It refers to 400 cubes. And also, what about the 7? 7 is in the tens place. So 7 here, it refers to 70 cubes. And for the last one, 8. 8 refers to 8 single cubes. Now, Teacher Apple has a question. Think about it. The greatest digit you can put in each place is, what is the digit here? Think about it. Again, you can try to input your answer in the chat box. What is the greatest digit? The biggest one. What is it? Yes, correct. It should be 9, right? Okay, please take note. The greatest digit you can put in each place is 9. Okay, now following this, a question for you. This is question 16 in 2019 paper. Okay, a bit tricky here. Use all the digits 2, 0, 1, and 9 to form a number closest to 9. It is 1,969. Again, you have 4 digits. You need to use all of them. So here we can make sure your answer must be a 4-digit number, right? So 4-digit number, it has the digit in thousands place, hundreds place, tens place, and ones place. Think about it. What is the closest one? So for some students, okay, look, where should we start from? We need to start from the highest place. Why? Think about it. Can we say, okay, digit 9 is super big. I want to put 9 here. Is it correct? No, right? You need to make sure that 9,000, wow, that is very far from 1,969, right? So in this way, maybe we can put 1,000 and then 900 something that is very close to 1,969. Also, maybe we can put 2, but after that, can we put 2,900? No. Again, make sure that the difference between these two numbers are very close. So maybe we can put 0. Okay, 0 is very close. So think about it. What are the two possible numbers here? We have 1,900 and yes, I see. It should be 1,920, right? Okay, and what about the other one? Think about it. The other one, 2,000 and yes, and 19. But after that, you need to double check which one is closer to 1,969. That is, for the last step, you need to check the difference. How to find the difference? We apply subtraction. 1,969 minus 1,920 equals to, what is the difference here? What is the difference? What is the difference? You see, the difference is 49, right? Okay, good job. And what about the second one? What is the 2019 minus 1969? What is the difference? What is the difference? Good job. The difference is 50, okay? So now you see, the difference between 1969 and 1920 is 49. But the difference between 2019 and 1969 is 50. So which one is closer? It should be the first one. In this way, your answer should be 1,920. Okay, this is your answer. Some students just write down 49 as the final answer. No, okay? Read the question carefully. Understand now? Okay, be more careful. Yeah, it should be 1920. Okay, and next one. This question, actually, it is a bit about the logical reasoning. Okay, let's read the question together. I am a 3-digit even number. Okay, so firstly, everyone, when you read the question, highlight the keywords. 3-digit, so it must have hundreds place, tens place, and ones place. Okay, just write it down, HTO. And then, all my digits are different. So can it be something like a 100? Yes or no? Cannot, okay? Cannot use 0 twice, okay? All my digits are different. And then the digits in my hundreds place is the greatest 1-digit number. Okay, just now teacher Apple already asked you, what is the greatest 1-digit number? What is it? The greatest 1-digit number, what is it? Yes, it should be 9, okay? So we already know that it should be 900 and something. And then the digits in my tens and ones place add up to 15. So according to the question here, we can get, look, tens plus ones equals to 15. Okay, what number am I? Try it. What number am I? This is a bit hard, right? Okay, we already know that the hundreds place must be digit 9. But what about the tens or ones? 996? Oh, no. Okay, 996 cannot. Why? Because again, back to the first sentence here, all my digits are different. There is no digit repeated. 915? No. Even number, we already know that the last digit for even number, can it be 5? Cannot. Yes, think about it. Okay, so here everyone, you see, actually for the tens and the ones, you can try to split the number. So what number plus what number equals to 15? Look, we have a 1, 14, 2, 13, 3, 12, right? But you see, can we just put the 14 together in one's place like this? Cannot, okay? You can only put 1 digit. So after that, also 13, 12, 11, 10, you just cancel, because they don't meet the requirements. Okay, and after that, some students want to choose, okay, 969, is it possible? No. Why? Because here you see 9, digit 9 is repeated, okay, cannot. And then move on, can it be 978? Yes, it must be 978, okay? Because you need to make sure that for the ones place, it can only be 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, because this is an even number, okay? Be more careful. And move on, can it be 987? No. Why? Because the last digit is a 7 here. 7 is not an even number. Clear? So again, yes. The answer of this question should be 978. This is the only answer. Understand? 7 plus 8 equals to 15. And 9 is the greatest 1-digit number. Is that clear? Be more careful, okay? So actually, you see, this question is not that difficult, right? But you need to pay attention to every detailed information. Okay, so before we finish again, Teacher Apple want to share more about the divisibility. Now you see, again, just like the picture shows, here we have 9 socks. So we can get 9 divided by 3 equals to 3, right? If you just group 3 socks together, 3 socks together, actually we have 3 groups. But what about here? I just group in pairs. In this way, we can get 9 divided by 2 equals to 4, but there is 1 sock remaining. So we get 4 remainder 1. So in this way, actually we can say 9 is divisible by 3. 9 is a multiple of 3, but 9 is not divisible by 2. Understand? Be more careful. This is the meaning of divisibility. Okay, so here you see, divisibility is the capacity of a number to be divided without remainder. Now, following this, what about divisibility of a 2? Actually, teacher Apple already introduced it, right? That is, you need to check the last digit. The numbers end up with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 are divisible by 2. And also, they are even numbers. Okay, quick quiz. Which number is not divisible by 2? Everyone, can you try to input your answer in the chat box? Which number is not divisible by 2? Which one? Some students want to give up because the numbers are too big. No. Again, what should we do? You only need to check the last digit, right? Super easy. Yes, correct. Okay, the last digit. Can it be 7? Cannot, right? So now you see 9,017 is not divisible by 2. Yes, good job. Okay, next one. What about divisibility of 5? Again, we already know that you just check the last digit. Numbers end up with 0 or 5 are divisible by 5. So again, which number is not divisible by 5? Everyone? Which number is not divisible by 5? Which one? Wow, super fast. Okay, good job. Again, do we need to check one by one? No, you just check the last digit, okay? You don't need to apply division here. Good job. Okay, the last one. Everyone, pay attention. What is the divisibility of 3? So for example, 12, 21, 30, 15, 18, 24, 27. Now everyone you see. For these numbers, if you just add all the digits together, like 12, you just add 1 and 2. 21, you just add 2 and 1. 30, you add 3 and 0. So now you see the sum, 3, 3, 3. Move on. 15, 1 plus 5. 24, 2 plus 4. 123, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3. Also, 141, 1 plus 4 plus 1. So again, we get 6666. Okay, also move on. What about 18, 27, 36, 153? If you add all the digits together, you will get 9. So here, we only need to pay attention to the sum of digits. So here, everyone, take notes. When it comes to divisibility of 3, that is, if the digit sum is divisible by 3, then the number is divisible by 3. Okay, pay attention to the keywords here. It is digit sum. Understand? So now the last question for you, everyone. Please tell me, 111. Could you please tell me, is it divisible by 3 or not? Yes or no? Think about it. 111. Is it divisible by 3? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, good job. Why? Because 1 plus 1 plus 1, 111. Actually, you see, the digit sum is 3, right? So 3 is divisible by 3. That is why 111 is divisible by 3. Is that clear? Okay, so now Teacher Apple is going to share the homework with you. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.